We got a new box. That's right. We got a new box. You want to see it? What is this? What is this?
Hey, we are crawling on all fours, and today I've got this big brand new box. And in this big brand new box is a brand new RC crawler. Now the RC crawler that's in this box is not for me. I bought this RC crawler for one of my best friends, and I'm going to give it to him for free. No strings attached. He's always wanted a crawler. This is going to be his first crawler because he's an RC hobbyist and he's got some fast trucks and some cars, but this is going to be his first crawler. Now my friend Ed is one of the most genuine human beings I've ever met. He's incredibly friendly, he's incredibly humble, he's incredibly faithful to God, to Jesus Christ, and he's had some financial difficulties in the past, but he always happens to flip himself up and get out of bed and get things done so that he can support his family because of his faith in God, because of his faith in Jesus Christ. And I am so humbled by that myself, and I'm so grateful to know him as a friend, because he's been there for me and he's been there for my family, and I've just appreciated it so much. So I really hope to pay it forward by giving him this, because he's always wanted a crawler, and he's always appreciated my crawlers, loves to hear the stories about what I've done to upgrade them, improve them, paint them, you know, whatever it is. He loves to hear stories like that because he's an RC hobbyist. So again, I can't wait to give this to him. I think he's really going to love it. So what do you say we open up this box and see what I got him? All right, well, here it is. This is the Element Enduro. It's a Sendero Sport Edition, so they call it the SE Sport Edition. It's their entry-level rock crawler. I've got the first generation Element Enduro Sendero, and it's the trail truck. Looks just like this, or very, very similar. I think the original design was really, really slick. I love the two-piece body, and as you can see here, I did a lot of modifications just between some of the standard elements, no pun intended. I've got the wheels and tires that I did. I did the roof rack and the roll bar. I did the spotlights here on the roll bar itself. I did some paint modifications, cosmetics. I tinted the windows. I sprayed the bed, and all your other bits and bobs here. So I even did some cool metal windshield wipers to give it a little bit more of an ultra scale look. All right, well, let's get this opened. There we go. Okay. Got some new decals, new stickers. All right, cut the straps off. Let's take this truck out. Boy, this is a nice looking truck. It absolutely has the familiarity of the Element Enduro Sendero character, right? So you've got the gray body, kind of the putty color. This is a little bit more of a primer gray. And let me see if I can get some better lighting here. I think that's a little bit better without those. Yeah, they added the paint. You can see from previous hobbyists that have purchased the original Sendero, a lot of people, they painted the fenders. You can see on my truck I painted the fenders too. The flares basically, and then a lot of people painted this down here. And when you put stickers on here and decals, it really makes them pop, especially if they're colorful. All right, first thing we notice when we turn the truck upside down is the plastic suspension links. That's okay. I'm certainly not a big fan, but But yeah, this gets us to a price point, a minimum advertised price point of $299. So again, it's a great price, very basic components, lots of plastic everywhere. But hey, so's a modern car, right? Yeah, these are a little bit bendy. I would definitely, if you're going to get a Sendero Sport Edition, I would definitely replace these links because it's almost like these are just temporary. It's almost as if these were just for shipping purposes, but definitely swap these out. It'll cost you maybe $40, depending on where you get the links from. So the axles are very familiar, so that's definitely an Element Enduro axle. They changed the diff cover. Servo is now mounted on the axle versus mounted on the chassis. I do like these axles, and I like their steering geometry because they put the steering arm, they put the link arm in the back of the axle, and I do like the fact that they give you metal links for the steering arm itself and the axle. It feels like, yeah, it feels like the servo horn. The servo horn is actually metal or steel, I think, which is really nice because that's a high quality piece right there. So right off the bat, the steering, which is going to take a lot of abuse, it's actually really good. And I don't know if you can see this, but this has tremendous steering range. I'm really impressed by that. Look at that. Lots of turning radius. Lots of turning radius. All right, let's take the cover off. All right, so this is a pretty familiar looking crawler. Got a few items here that are mounted very, very similar to the original Sendero. So the receiver box and the ESC are both located on the sides, which was typical of the original design. They did move the battery tray to the back. The motor is further forward, and the transmission now is directly in the center and a little bit lower to reduce the center of gravity, to lower the center of gravity. It's still got the plastic rock sliders on the sides there, and I absolutely love the fender wells. I think that's a great touch. They're high quality, they're thick and pretty rigid, and mounting them to the side trays here, to the slider trays, it actually gives, I think it gives the slider trays a little bit more resilience and rigidity as well, because it's almost like they're mounted further forward. It's almost like it's one piece. So there's also a fuel cell here, a little scale fuel cell, which acts as the bracing to the rear of the chassis. The wheels and tires, that is a plastic wheel. Looks like a steel wheel, but it's actually plastic. Bring that a little further forward, you can see that a little closer. And not a bad looking wheel, but again, this is a budget truck. You do have a plastic shock here, so you can see that we no longer have a collar, but you can put a collar on here if you want to do full-size springs. So this just has the short springs, and it also does have a bleeder screw, so that's pretty cool, and that will help you bleed out any additional air that you may have in the cylinder here, in the shock cylinder. Plastic drive shafts, and the actual drive shaft itself connecting the two collars, connecting the two inside and outside collars, that is plastic. This was aluminum, so it was a lot stronger on the original Sendero. Everything on this is upgradable, so you can have a lot of fun as you are making this your own. The rear axle, similar to the front axle, this is a very enduro-looking axle with the diff cover, the gray diff cover. But other than that, I mean, this is going to be your basic crawler. I think this is a little bit thicker than the original Sendero.
This is it's again it's a great looking body, and this is going to rattle because I don't have the clips in. But if you notice right here, this is the first thing I noticed was they reduced the length of the bed. You have a lot more clearance with the truck going vertical like this. So on the original Enduro, with it being a little bit longer, you still had some clearance issues. But it looks like they've shortened this. I think that's a really cool touch. So I can appreciate that design change. You don't have windshield wipers. You don't have the side mirrors. I do see some pilot little indentions, little holes here that will basically you can drill these holes and you can install your own accessories. The original Sendero did not have door handles. I put door handles on mine, so this is just a sticker. But yeah, you can obviously do what you want with this fantastic design. So I think they really scored big and high marks on this truck.
Thanks again to all the subscribers, and thanks to everyone who has liked our videos. I really appreciate that. It helps the channel out a lot. This is a great truck for the money. It's only around 300 bucks. You get a lot of really good components. Granted, it's budgetary. It's entry level. So you're gonna wanna change some components right off the bat. And I would start personally with the suspension links because they're plastic right out of the box. So upgrade to something like an aluminum link or a steel link or a brass link. You're gonna go a lot further and it's going to perform a lot better on the trails. We have not done a running video of this simply because I'm going to give this to my friend Ed, and I want him to do the first roll and running video of this truck. Other than that, that's the truck. All right, so let's get out onto the trails and give this to my friend. I really think he's gonna love it. So here we are on the trails to do some running video of the new Element Enduro Sendero Sport Edition. In the beginning of this video, I did an unboxing. I'm not always big on unboxing, but I thought this would be a cool time to open it up, show you guys all the big features that are packed in this tiny truck. Also in the beginning of the video, I did mention that when I got this truck, it's not for me. I was actually going to give this truck away to my friend who's behind the camera, my friend Ed. This is your truck.
No way.
This is your truck, buddy. Through the camera.
I don't know what to say.
So I'm telling you, man.
Oh wow, I've always wanted a crawler, but I never got to it.
Truck.
Oh my goodness. So I will have to follow your footsteps and your footprint.
Follow my trails.
Your trails. I got to follow your trails and
we'll
follow your footprint on how you made that look like that.
had a great time with these trucks. The Element Enduro Sendero Sport Edition, the SE version, has been a fantastic little truck. We ran the battery out because we ran them so hard. So we had a great time. My friend Ed absolutely loves this truck. I knew he would love it, and I'm so happy. So I hope you liked the video. If you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to our channel, and we hope to make some more content for you soon. Let's keep crawling.